Hey, it's Christiana from EDMNYC. I'm here with Standerwick. Hey. All right, so it's your New York City debut. Can you tell us a little bit about last night and the energy in the room?
It was crazy. Yeah, mad. Chaos, lots of people, lots of energy. And very hot.
Yeah. All right, so Cielo is a very intimate space. How did you prepare to play for that crowd?
I went on a diet for 2 weeks. No. It's now. Do you know what? The intimate gigs are probably the best gigs for me. I mean, the big venues are great and the big crowds are great, and the waves of people are fantastic. But when you're intimate with a crowd, there's something quite special, like boat parties and the smaller venues. But I mean, you couldn't move there last night, so it was very
Those
very
are the
good.
Best nights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So again, it's your first time in New York City. How can you compare it to playing anywhere else? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, every city's got its magic, and I think New York has 10 out of 10 for magic.
Yeah.
I mean, I've used the word chaos, but it's probably a good word to use for New York, especially Times Square. Mad. So, but the atmosphere, the ambience of the city, it was just a perfect scenario to play. Yeah, perfect.
You've had some awesome releases lately. Can we expect anything else heading into the future?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few more things coming up this year. I've got a few more vocal tracks I'm working on, and I'm trying to change things up a little bit. I'm still going to stick to what I do, but also experiment a little bit this year. My output won't be as much because I've got a lot of tours coming up and a lot of dates coming up. But I think what I will do is try and be a little bit more adventurous, and still maintaining that flow of good uplifting trance.
So you're constantly on the road working on music and touring the world. How do you balance everything out, maybe with your family, relationships, friends?
Well, actually, the family thing is really quite a bit of a balancing act because my children are young, they're 8 and under, so they find it quite kind of tough at the moment. But yeah, lots of FaceTime and lots of contact them and lots of interacting with them. So I set my alarm wherever I am. If it's the middle of the night, I still set my alarm for when they wake up for school. And then I set my alarm if it's another time zone to be there when they get home from school, and then when they go to bed at night. So 3 times a day. And since I've been doing that, it's got a lot easier. Much easier.
Yeah. Are they into your career? Do they love your music as much as you do?
I know when I've got a good tune because it's when they come in and they start jumping. No, seriously. No.
They're your best critic.
Yeah, and I think children are the best. Yeah, they can analyse sound and they know what sounds good, because when you've captured something inside of a track and something magic happens, and they pick up on that. I think it's just natural to human beings that if you've created something special, then it doesn't matter what age you are, you can feel it in the music. And yeah, sometimes I can. And even my youngest, he's just coming up 2, Blue, and he will come in and he's learnt to put his hands in the air and he'll come up and he'll be going like that, and I'm like, yeah, there's a tune here. And if they all come in and do it, I'll take lots of video of them just sort of jumping in the studio. But yeah, it's a good vibe. That is brilliant. Yeah.
Do they ever give you any inspiration on making new tracks and releases?
Do you know what? Sometimes you take a lot of inspiration to produce trance, and sometimes, depending on the type of trance tune it is, if it's a big uplifting track, then certainly the inspiration can come from them. But if it's like a big throbbing, big banging track, then it doesn't really take much inspiration from the kids. That's just more anger. Yeah, but yeah.
So, what would you say is your most memorable gig ever? Whether it be a festival, anything.
Well, I think I know that a few have probably mentioned Argentina, so I will mention it. Fantastic, and it normally is at the top of my list, but I feel that I need to perhaps bring another dimension into it. But yeah, I always say 2 things. It's Argentina, Ministry of Sound. So Ministry of Sound for me is, and a lot of DJs, it's DJ Mecca.
Oh yeah.
It's where, from decades ago, Ministry of Sound, the brand, the label, the club. It was where, for me, it kind of all started, really. Mm-hmm. And to be asked to play there in the box was something else. And it just the atmosphere, the crowd, the it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And just from the moment you walk in there to the moment you leave, you just feel you've arrived. That's the only way I can describe it, really. And it was always top of my list to play at Ministry of Sound, and I played there. I've been lucky enough to play there twice in the last year, and I always say my favourite club, Ministry of Sound, London. Go there.
Shout out.
Shout out. Hey guys, it's Standerwick here, and I am with EDMC New York City. I'm here at Subculture, the live event. I played last night at the pre-party. That was huge. I'm here tonight at the main event. This is huge. Why aren't you here if you're not here? See you soon.